What up? It's your boy DJ Dady Phatts here, man. True Radio Studios, and this is the Truth for the Culture with me, DJ Dady Phatts, and one of my friends, one of my homies. Florida's great, one of Florida legends right here, man. Palm Beach legend for sure. Suave Smooth is in the building. What it do, homie?
Suave Smooth, you already know. Dady Phatts, what they do, nigga.
What's going on, man? Everything good?
Everything good, man. Just dropped a new album,
Right.
James Jeremy Chapters Volume 2. Make sure y'all go click them links, man. Stream it. It's available on all music platforms. All that shit, man.
What keeps you going making this music? Because I know you dropped Volume 1, maybe I want to say about a year ago, right?
Yeah.
Or just about a year ago. We did do the interview, but things happen, you know what I mean? And we don't have, I got some of the video, but not all of it. But the album, Volume 1 was amazing. I'm pretty sure Volume 2 is just the same. What keeps you flowing? What keeps you going making this music?
I went through my little hiatus period, and I feel like I owe it to the fans, man.
Right.
A lot of people don't really know exactly why I fell back. It was for multiple reasons, actually. But
Was it after the Volume 1?
No.
Okay, just in general.
This was during the Suave Smooth era. That's what they call the era of Palm Beach.
Yeah.
That I was in after 2003, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think 2010, that was the last time I dropped a mixtape with the Florida Nigga series.
Yeah.
And then I fell back. And then, I traveled the world, gained knowledge of self. And then no matter where I went around the world, man, I dealt with a lot of psychics, a lot of shamans and stuff like that because I was into, I'm still into all of the spirituality and all that type of stuff. But they kept encouraging me to pursue my life path and my life purpose, man. And that was with this music, to tell a story. So the story that I wanted to tell was the chapters of James Jeremy, who I really am, because I never really expressed myself on that level as far as with the music. When I was doing music before, it was just strictly about making the next club banger or some shit like that. I never really told the story of James Jeremy. Right. So that's what the whole volume series is all about.
Man, that's amazing. Tell us a little bit about your like you said, when you fell back. I do remember, when we first spoke about Volume 1, you told us some amazing stories of, some of the things that you've seen and that you did and places that you visited during that time. Tell us a little bit about that.
Wow, man. Well, for some people know, some people don't know. I went through depression. Bro. I suffered from depression. I watched my dad suffer to death, went through divorce, went through a lot of the typical real life situations and things that bring you to a point where it's like, damn, shit, I got to reinvent myself all over again. And once I was pushed to that limit, I began focusing on everything in this world that I love. And if it's anybody out there that's battling depression, if it's one thing I would give or say as advice to help you get over and overcome depression, it's strictly about focusing on everything that you love. Don't even focus on what's holding you down. Don't even focus on what's causing the depression. Focus on what you love about this world. And that's all I focused on every single day. And then I said my affirmations. I'm real big on that. And a part of my affirmations was I was gonna do the things and take the steps to do the things that I love. And that was, I wanted to see the world. I wanted to explore. I wanted to travel. I wanted to learn from different cultures. So that's what I did, bro. I went to Egypt. I was there in Cairo, Egypt, learning about the whole true history of ancient Kemet. I was in Israel, Tel Aviv. I went to Jerusalem. I walked in the footsteps of Jesus Christ. I went to the Dead Sea. Machu Picchu. I was there with, studying the history of the Incas, with the shamans, learning about ayahuasca and the Shipibo tribes down in Peru. I was with the Zulu tribes in South Africa. Man, I had a lot of teachers, bro, that I learned from, man, and I needed that. A lot of people don't realize.
No, that sounds amazing, man.
I needed that, bro.
That's almost like a cleansing. This is spiritual cleansing, a mental.
I think we
cleansing.
all need that.
Yeah, definitely. I think I'm definitely ready for one. And like I told you when we first talked, I followed videos that you posted up, just IG posts that I'm here, I'm there, and I'm like, man, this is what I want to do.
Yeah, and it's crazy because I learned from studying people, and I always had an interest in psychology, but I learned that I wanted to inspire people to do this type of stuff, but I want to also let them know not to be afraid to seek knowledge of self. You know what I'm saying? And I noticed that I kind of got a little backlash because a lot of people, they was looking at it like, it was devil worship and all of this type of stuff.
Really?
Yeah. So I kind of had to do it in a way that like I was traveling just to turn up, although I was doing it for the purpose of seeking knowledge of self.
But who cares what they think?
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, I mean,
I feel you
like
on
you
that.
said, you're traveling for knowledge of self. You're trying to, you know what I mean, just gain more knowledge. And I mean, people, man, people are,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? People are people.
But it got to the point, honestly, bro, where I almost became an alien to my own family, bro, and
Wow.
people close to me. Yeah, it got to a point where it's like, a lot of people around me, they couldn't relate to me and stuff, and then they would see me drinking shit like that. Like, what the fuck going on, bro?
You drinking, but then you
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? That's the thing about being a human being.
Yeah.
That a lot of people don't realize.
That's real.
A lot of these people that they look at as spiritual leaders and spiritual teachers, man, these people still got a life outside that shit.
They like a little drink. They
Yeah.
might smoke cigarettes.
Go and slap one of them and see how they lose and get the devil inside them and start cursing and all that shit.
Right. They think just because you're on this spiritual path,
Yeah,
you
bro.
can't drink, you can't do this, you can't.
Nah, I still drink. I still occasionally smoke weed and
Right.
stuff. And then I also participate in meditation. I also love seeking knowledge and studying ancient esoteric knowledge, metaphysics. I love all that type of shit. And I also like to rap. I always like rap music. I always like production. I taught myself how to play the piano at such a young age and stuff like that. It's
Really?
always been, I got so many different chapters of my life, bro. That's why I had to really get into the James Jeremy chapters, man.
I love it, man. So I love to always get into, your journey in the beginning, and to this day, what they do is still just, like it still holds weight and it's still fire in the club. How do you feel about that? Because how old is that record right now for you?
Wow, I think 18 years old.
That record is 18 years
I think
old.
18.
And I'm telling you right now, because I DJ at Bamboo, you know what I mean? And I go to countless other places, and they play it.
Yeah.
And they're like, man, we taking it to Florida, we taking it to Palm Beach, and people lose their mind when this record drop. How do you feel after 18 records that this record is still holds weight and is still, heavy in the clubs as it is today?
It's yin and yang, bro. It's kind of like a gift and a curse. Because I had got to the point where I was so tired of hearing it. I hate to say it.
Right. No. I'm pretty sure.
Because it was difficult for me to introduce my new music. It was like even my name, Suave Smooth. I was at a point where I just wanted to just be done with the name Suave Smooth and just go by James Jeremy, bro. Because it was so much, like I had to evolve so far away from when I made what they do. I was fresh out of high school, all that type of shit, and nothing else mattered but what they do type of shit, songs and party and all that type of shit.
Yeah.
And I wanted to, I wanted to do more. I did have records that was actually a lot bigger than what they do, but over here in Florida, that's just typical classic Florida music.
Of course,
what they do.
Of course.
If it really came down to the numbers, Gangsters and Thugs and Get Back, those two records was much bigger than what they do.
Those were more like a national.
Yeah. They went big in Germany and Russia, and they still big. They still, like, if some people, I talk to a lot of promoters and DJs and stuff like that. They real big into analytics and they look into all that type of shit.
Yeah.
And they see the numbers. Gangsters and Thugs numbers are way past what they do.
Have those records taken you over to Europe to perform?
Nah, I haven't, but I have been asked. It's big in Russia, bro. Believe it or not, but I don't think I want to go over there.
What? Well, not right now.
The way they, especially with the way they treating the girl Brittany.
Yeah.
Nah, I wouldn't want to get caught up in no shit like that.
Right.
And be a damn political prisoner.
Right.
The way they trying to do her. Nah.
Right. But
I really do have a huge following out there. Shout out to everybody out there in Moscow. I know you all listening because they all on my IG, and they hit me up all the time. I can't come out there right now, but hopefully one day I will be able to come out there.
That's what I was gonna say.
Because I really do have a strong fan base out there in Russia, and every time, like, if you even just look at some of my IG posts, you'll see, man, salute, much love from Russia. And I don't even really. It's a lot of towns outside of Moscow I guess they just like how we outside of Miami, and they real big, and they love our type of music, bro.
How does that how that make you feel? You know what I mean? Like you just here you creating music.
Yeah.
You know, like you said, Gangsta and Thugs and Get Back was analytically number wise bigger than what they do. What they do, you know, kills Florida and probably other parts of the South. But for you, like mental wise, like how does that feel that, you know, all the way in Russia?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like in Russia, like that's got to be so motivating, man. To for you to keep going. Like people in Russia is fucking with me.
Yeah, I was shocked. It was surprising because I didn't do no promotion over there. I didn't promote it. It walked. The record got up and it walked on its own, and it made its way all the way overseas like that. Yeah, Germany is real big over there too. And like you wouldn't even think they own that type of shit, but if you start listening to some of the music, like I had a DJ from over there. He sent me a DJ playlist, and the type of instruments and sounds that was in Gangsta and Thugs, that's the type of shit that was on almost every single song on their playlist. You know what I'm saying? Wow. It's almost like techno synth type sounds, but it's
I can see Get Back is kind of techno.
That's why they was able to relate to it so much. Yeah, they love synthesizer type sounds. They love that type of shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Gangsta and Thugs and Get Back. They love those type of sounds. They they say the music them records make them want to go crazy every time.
They like they
like shit like that.
They want to do that mosh and shit like that. Bro. Okay, that's what's up. So you took a break, came back, you dropped volume 1 of the Jeremy James chapters. How'd that do for you?
It actually did surprisingly very well, man. It did very well, and it was confirmation for me to just keep going with this shit, man. Sometimes I wish I wouldn't have never took a step back, but it was necessary for my growth and development, bro.
Yeah, because now you got more. Because you told, like you said, you told the story of Suave Smooth. You took a break. You had to go through what you had to go through to put out this volume 1.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You like you said, it was confirmation that people still want to hear me. People still love the music that I'm putting out there. Yeah. And now you rolling with volume 2.
Yep, and now I'm tapping into a whole new fan base, and we still gonna have fun with this shit. I ain't gonna get too woke and all that type of stuff like that. I ain't gonna do them like that. I'm gonna entertain, man. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna talk about these hoes, these bitches, these bitch ass niggas. We're gonna drink. We're gonna get high. All that shit, bro. And we're gonna talk about meditation.
And we gonna be woke because that's who we are.
Because every album I always ended on that note. So my favorite record on this new James Jeremy Volume 2 is a song I got called "Let's Meditate," featuring this girl named Piff Cherry. Man, her voice is so amazing. Please check that record out, man. It's my favorite record. It's the last record on the album. I always save my personal favorites for last because it's personal. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about turning up. I didn't make this record to promote it or nothing like that. I strictly made this record for me.
Nice.
And I love it, bro. I love it. Piff Cherry did an amazing job.
She from here?
Yeah, she's from here. She's an amazing vocalist. Make sure you look her up too on IG, Piff Cherry. She's wonderful, man.
Volume 2, what percentage of it did you? Because I know you produce. A lot of people don't know that, but you do produce.
Yeah.
What percentage of that album did you produce?
This one I produced about 65%.
Okay.
I brought in more producers this time. That was something I had always wanted to do, but it was difficult to reach out to people and then find something that matches my style, but I was able to accomplish that this time.
Your style has changed though. His style has changed from the first time I met you, from volume 1 to even now. I feel like you're more. You know what because I see some of the stuff that you put out there, the clips, and I listened to some of the album. I didn't want to listen to the whole thing. I want to kind of surprise myself. That's to do this interview. I want to hear more about the album. But I felt like you were just real relaxed and kind of not saying at complete peace, but you were just in a better space in this album.
Most definitely. With this whole series, this is probably the first time I've ever had complete creative control. And I like it, bro. I love it. I love having the complete creative control to just go in the studio and say, you know what, fuck it. I'm finna try this. Because before in the past, and I ain't saying it's like, a bad thing, but every artist that you see, a lot of y'all favorite artists out there, man, they don't get the right to just do what the hell they want to do. They have a lot of people around them that invest a lot of money in them that need them to make these particular type of hits. Some of them don't even write their own music. With me, with this series, I was able to get comfortable and say, okay, I want to try something like this. I want to try this. I want to play with a little bit of melody in my vocals and stuff like that. I had a chance to experiment with a lot, and it became fun again. You know what I'm saying? Before, when I signed my first deal, they wanted me to sound more like Murphy Lee on the people I was signed with.
What?
Because that's what they thought was popping. I was in Denver, Colorado recording, and that's who they was trying to associate me with because of the way I looked. I had dreadlocks and shit like that. They wanted me to be a Murphy Lee, but on a bigger level, and I'm like, man, I don't even listen to no motherfucking Murphy Lee, man.
He ain't have no hit record. Like, yo, they tripping, man.
Yeah, they was tripping.
Denver, you fucked up. You fucked up,
bro.
Denver. You fucked up.
They did.
Y'all,
man.
Denver fucked up big time.
And sometimes you just gotta let an artist be an artist, man, and be creative with this shit, man. You gotta let them develop their style. Once you start telling people what to do, okay, do this, do it that way, they'll get to the point where they don't know what to do without you. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna need you to tell them, okay, what to do next. It become like that, and that's what they was trying to turn me into, and it didn't work out for me, bro. I couldn't take that shit no more. That was one of the reasons why I backed away from the music entirely.
Right.
With a deal on the table, I had a Solomon Warner Brothers on the table, all that shit.
Big money.
Motown, Universal, even though they collapsed right after that.
Yeah.
I had a lot of that shit on the table, but once the motherfuckers went to coming in and try to Murphy Lee and all this bullshit like that.
Why Murphy Lee, man?
Because I had dreadlocks and nobody was rocking dreads in the Midwest like that besides him. He was the only big artist that had like dreadlocks and shit like that. So that's why they kept trying to associate me with, bro.
Murphy Lee. No, I can't see it. I'm sorry.
Bro.
With the advancement of social media, because back then there was no social media. When we were, when you were out there fresh out, you were hitting the pavement with the CDs and whatnot. Yeah. But now, we got social media. Now you got TikTok. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like how are you? Are you using that to your advantage? You know what I mean? These days, or are you kind of just like, man, it is what it is?
Most definitely. I'm active on TikTok. My daughter taught me how to use it. Shout out to my baby girl, Lyrica Landis. She had to teach me how to use TikTok.
Right.
These kids have to teach a lot of us how to use that shit, man. A lot of the OGs and stuff, man. But yeah, I'm very much active on TikTok right now. I have to be, because you have to tap into all generations when you're doing this music. That's one thing that I learned from my team. Thank God I have a team right now.
Right.
But that was the first thing when my team stepped in. We got to get you popping on TikTok, IG, all that shit. Because I wasn't even fucking on IG. I just had Facebook, and I had my IG, I had my TikTok, I had my Twitter. I just wasn't
active on it.
Like honestly,
yeah. I
didn't even start getting real active on IG until the James Jeremy Chapters Volume 1 dropped last year. Mm-hmm. I always had the account. I had followers. I don't know what the fuck they was following, but they was there.
Yeah, you a star, man. People listen. You
but
a legend.
I was like posting like once every 2-3 months or some shit like that just to keep it active. But yeah, I'm back fully active on all that shit.
I see like with Volume 1, you did a lot of visuals for a lot of records. You doing the same thing with Volume 2?
Most definitely. But this time I'm marketing them more, so I won't be releasing them back to back as I was before with Volume 1. Volume 1, I never really had enough visuals, so I had to build up my visuals. Right now, it's all about marketing and promoting this stuff, because it ain't gonna move unless you market and promote it the right way. There's
one record that you are marketing right now, and it has a sample. Please explain this record, man, because I heard it. I was like, that's it.
Yeah,
this boy don't stop, he don't quit. And I want to say, I feel like, I hope I'm right, you produced it.
I did.
I knew it. I did
produce that.
Tell us about that record.
It's jiggling. Man, it's crazy. Fuck it, I'm gonna tell the truth about the record. I was just vibing one night. Sometimes I just eat an edible and I just get into my whole little mode. Seriously. Sometimes I just take an edible, bro, and it's like with them edibles, man, if you a musician, it's like the music just become alive to you, bro.
Yeah.
And I was just vibing, and I just heard that shit in my head, man, and I produced that shit, bro. And for me, it was just a fun-ass record, man.
It is.
I went into the studio. Usually when I'm in the studio, I take my time. I record a record. I listen to it, go back and redo it. But with this record, man, from beginning to the end, I just flowed all the way through that shit. Every hook is different. I switched up, played with the melody. It was fun, bro. It was therapy. The whole record was just fun. I didn't think about, okay, this would be a single, this would be this type of song.
Oh no.
I just went in there and just had fun with that shit, bro. It was so fun making that record. It was fun producing that record. I never intended on it to be a single, but when I let a lot of people hear it, man, they was like, man, put that shit. I let my brother hear it, right? Mm-hmm. He was like, bro, that's the one. But the reason why I didn't really want to put that record out, and I'm gonna keep it real, I didn't want it to be nothing like what they do.
What they do, right? I know, yeah.
And then DJs start expecting me to come behind it with something else like that,
right?
I wanted to put something out. I wanted to put something out more edgy, more street, something with more lyrics in it, so they could respect me more as a lyricist, bro. And my brother was like, man, fuck what they think and what they like, bro. You got to go. You got to go with what's popping. He sent it to shout out to my boy TJ's DJs. He sent it to TJ. Mm-hmm. TJ checked that shit out, man. My brother sent a TJ a whole bunch of records and he checked them all out. And he was like, that's the one. Mm-hmm. Yeah. The rest of that shit is cool.
It's cool.
But that's the one. And he explained to me why it was the one and it made sense.
Yeah.
T the Test Maker, it's my whole team. They was just like, man, the reason why that's the one is because you got to think about not just the clubs and the hoes and, you know, the shit, the way we used to think back in the day, but you got to think about TikTok. You know what I mean? You got to think about
and then
social
on top
media,
of that,
bro.
too, you got to think about social media. TikTok is going to, you know, the dances and whatnot. You know what I mean? Okay, it's good for the clubs and the females. But then it's a throwback. People they're gonna hear that sample. They're gonna be like, nah. Because when I heard the sample, I was like, this man is a genius. You know what I mean? Bro. Like it brings that nostalgia back to the old, you know, to the old booty records. And I was like,
yeah, to me,
that boy did it, man. He did it with this one. I love it.
I didn't even. It was no ego in that record, bro. I never thought like, oh man, I'm just a man. I'm a genius. It was just when I did it, it was like just the shit I like.
Right.
It was fun.
Yeah.
It was just fun, bro.
Yeah, I loved it, man. I loved it.
I'm glad you liked it, bro. Because I didn't think a lot of people was gonna like. But I was like that with what they do. When I did what they do, I was just like, fuck it. I didn't think a lot of people was gonna like what they do. But shit, it shocked me when I started hearing people play that shit.
Oh man, that's that boy. That right there. That was a fun time. You know, just playing that record and promoting that record. And like I said, to this day, man, like I said, I'm in Bamboo. You know what I mean, on Saturdays and Sundays, and I play it.
Now, see, I like to hear it in Bamboo.
Yeah,
I like to hear it in Bamboo.
Why?
I don't know why, bro. I don't know what it is about Bamboo, but when I hear it in there, I like that shit.
Really?
I like to hear it in there, bro. I think when I'm in other environments, I don't really like to hear it. I don't know why. I don't know, bro. But it's something about Bamboo. When I hear that shit in there, I want to dance when I hear that shit in there.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Why. Maybe you know what? Because maybe it's you're amongst your
your
peers.
Think it's a more mature crowd. Bro.
Yeah, because
I think that's what it is,
all those people, you got to think about it. You know, myself came up, with you. You know, there's countless, females and dudes.
That's what it is.
You know what I mean? That they were in the strip clubs, they were in the Mirages, the Goldfingers, the Sugar Daddies. When that record came out, they were at the TKOs and they were young. And when that record came up, and you see your peers still, and then like. We shouting you, like when you're there, we shouting you out, and then people come, Suave, I see you be cheesing hard too. You be like, yeah, what's up?
It's genuine. It's real,
but
genuine,
it's a genuine. Yeah, there's people in there. There's your peers, and they showing you genuine love. Like, damn, man, like you know what I mean, like. And then we played a record, and it still is getting that reaction from when we were younger. Yeah, So I think that's what it definitely is for you.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So listen, Volume 2, where can they listen to it at?
Oh, man, every single platform, man. Anywhere you want to check it out, Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube. YouTube, my favorite, man. A lot of people, I don't know, I guess because I'm an OG.
You got all the records on YouTube?
Yeah, everything is on there, man. Everything. All my old music, all my new music, everything is everywhere at this point. But yeah, you want to check it out, man, just type in the James Jeremy Chapters Volume 2. Once you Google that, it's going to come up everywhere. Yeah.
What you got to say for the up and coming, the young ones, man, that, they gonna be watching this. They gonna see you. You know what I mean? You goated. You know what I mean? You're a legend in the city, you're a legend in the state, you're a legend in the South. What would you say to the young ones coming up out there? You know what I mean? If they want to get their music out there, they want to get to where you at. What type of advice would you give them?
One thing for sure, stop listening to what's going on in the industry and focus entirely on the things that you like, and don't be afraid to be original, to experiment and be a true artist, man. That's what being an artist is about, being authentic, being original. I know it's a lot of shit that's popping right now, especially as far as with the melodic thing that's going on. And a lot of younger artists, they look at NBA YoungBoy like, damn, he number one. Maybe I need to sound like that too. But the reality is, man, everybody looking for something different.
They are.
Nobody number two never get credit. You want to be number one. So go ahead and just create your own universe, man, and be number one in your own world, bro. Straight up.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that, man. I really do like that, man, for real. So what's next? I know you got 2 is out right now. What we got next?
I don't know, bro. I don't even know. I'm debating on a volume 3, but I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. I am recording. Shit, I literally just left the studio not too long ago. Got more projects coming out. But as far as what I'm going to actually title the next project, I'm not 100% sure. I can't even lie. I can't lie. But there's definitely more to come.
More music to come.
Most definitely.
Volume 2 is out right now. Who we got on Volume 2? I know I know you said you have a record with Trip on there, right? Yeah,
I got a good record on. Shout out to my boy Trip, man. He gave me 24 bars on that bitch, man. He went off. And he did it on his own. When you do a track with an artist,
yeah,
you already have it mapped out. I only had it mapped out for 12 bars. But I guess he felt it so much, man, and he just got into his whole zone, man, and he gave me 24 bars on there. He went off, man. It kind of reminded me. He put me in the mind state of J. Cole. I always felt like Triple J was a very underrated artist, man, for real.
I always feel like that, man.
Yeah.
He lyrically, he's just,
yeah.
Know what I mean?
He put me in. It's more like if you listen to the record, anybody out there, make sure you listen to the record, Toast, featuring Triple J. It's a whole J. Cole style flow to the shit, man.
And I think you yourself too, man. I feel like, even in the early days, when people listen to music, I always listen. To this day, I still listen to the lyrics. And you always had amazing lyrics, but I think a lot of people didn't credit you for being a lyricist because of the high pitchness of your voice, and like they said, like you said, associating you with what they do so much. Yeah. But there was a lot of records, man, that you would, you know what I mean? Like you lyrically was ridiculous.
Yeah.
So, I salute to you on that, man. But Volume 2 is out right now. You can get it on all streaming platforms. You say YouTube is your favorite. If you want to go check out the classics on YouTube. What's the Spotify? What you got? You got Tidal, Apple Music, the Suave Smooth, right?
Everything, man. Suave Smooth. Everything on that. Some of y'all may pull up Zo Suave. There's somebody out there named Zo Suave. I don't know why they always get my music mixed up with his. But they always put my music on his platform. They always put his music on mine. I don't know. So if you don't see my music come up on Apple under Suave Smooth, you may have to type in Zo Suave and you'll see all my projects up under there. It's kind of crazy. I've been fighting with Apple for the longest trying to get this shit fixed.
You got anything, like any shows or anything like that coming up? Maybe like, a show?
Actually, I had been turning down shows because I really want to get this record that's jiggling, popping first before I accept the show. Because if I accept one now, it's gonna be all about what they do. I already know it is, bro.
I feel you.
I don't turn it down. Probably 3 shows just in this month already, bro. I ain't even do an album release party. I was asked by 2 individuals for an album release party, and I turned those down because yeah. I really. Right now, we really working this jiggling record. Like, we really, really, really working this record. Like, I really got a lot of people behind this record right now, man.
You hitting all the DJs?
Yeah.
Okay.
From here, Georgia, the whole Southeast. We're really going full-fledged with this jiggling record. I'm shooting a video this Saturday. I got dancers in the videos. I need a lot more dancers.
How can they get in contact with you?
Shit, you can hit me up on IG, man. Suave.smooth.561. Hit the DM. Shit, I'm always active on Facebook too. Suave Smooth. Hit my DM on there. You know, I respond right away. I always check all that shit. But yeah, as far as that, the James Jeremy chapters is cool. I got the record with Soldier Kid on that bitch. It's Suave Smooth featuring Soldier Kid in my bag. It's a crazy ass record, man. They already playing that record all over. I got MG the Bad Guy on there. I got the record with Cool K. That record doing numbers when I step. That's the one that's trending the most right now. Yeah, that's the one we just shot the video for. It's a lot of good songs on that shit, man. I got my boy Jesse Jet Hall, man. He blowing on there. I got another cat named Anthony. I got it, man. Trust, out of all my projects, I like this one the best. Even better than Volume 1. I really love this project, man. It's an amazing project. Make sure y'all check it out. Go stream that shit, man.
Who are some of your, let's say some of the artists out here in the city that you just, you loving the music, the vibe, their whole movement and whatnot?
I would say Soldier Kid. Say Soldier Kid. Yeah, man. I love Soldier Kid. Whole little vibe. I love his whole movement. It's a lot that he's accomplished, and he's been very humble about it. He haven't really been saying it. It's a lot of stuff that I know, but he haven't said it though. As far as numbers wise, his numbers are ridiculous. Like it's been unheard of to see an artist, especially an artist from Palm Beach, with numbers like that. He have major artists numbers right now. He's hardly getting any DJ play. That shit is like crazy, bro. You go in the club, you may hear a shout out or something like that, but he not in demand in the clubs like that as well as his numbers are. His numbers are ridiculous. Like his numbers up there with artists like Future and all the motherfuckers, bro.
What?
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that. And he real humble and cool about that shit. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even know that until I started talking to his peoples and shit, and then really like sitting down and paying attention like, damn, this motherfucking numbers is bananas, bro.
Damn.
For real, man.
That's crazy.
Dude is a whole major artist out here, man. Shout out to Soldier Kid. Shout out to Bill. His whole team out there, man. They real cool. Bill, helped me out with a whole lot of shit, man. Hit me onto a lot of the game about the whole streaming and, as far as pushing records and stuff like that, man. So shout out to them boys, man.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. So if you guys want to go ahead and stream Volume 2, it is on Apple Music, Tidal, Spotify, YouTube. We can check you out on Facebook at...
Oh, Facebook, just Suave Smooth.
Okay, and then the
Suave Smooth Promotions, all that shit.
The IG is...
Suave.smooth.561. Also hit me up on the TikTok. That's Suave Smooth 561. Follow me on all that shit, man. Let's get all these little followings all the way up. I gotta get back active on Twitter. I'm not on it like that, but it's still the same shit. Suave Smooth 561, man.
Bruh, I appreciate you coming through, man, and chopping it up with me. You know what I mean? And definitely, when you drop the video, for my favorite record. When we come back, we can talk about that and talk about that. When you shooting a video for that?
I'm shooting the video for It's Jiggling this Saturday, bro.
This Saturday?
This Saturday.
Damn.
Yeah, man. This Saturday. I need a lot of girls in that video too, man. Right. I got a handful, but I need a lot more.
Where you shoot?
And I'm paying. It ain't no
Oh
shit.
Man. Yeah. Secret location or you can't you tell?
Not necessarily a secret location, but a confidential location. So just hit the DM. Yeah, we can't have just anybody pulling up.
Right.
Expecting the video, expecting to be in that shit. Nah.
Man, listen, I appreciate you coming through, man, and blessing the studio, man. True Radio Studios, the podcast, the truth for the culture, Suave Smooth, the GOAT, the legend, the Palm Beach legend, the South Florida legend, the Florida legend here himself, man. I appreciate you, man.
Appreciate it, bro.
Thank you so much for coming through, man, and whenever you want to come through here, you're more than welcome, dog.
Appreciate it, bro.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.